For years, we've been told to snack smart. Swap the chips for something lighter. Avoid the cookies. Choose the better option. Health magazines, TV doctors, and even well-meaning friends often recommend the same handful of foods when it comes to healthy snacking. But what if one of those so-called healthy snacks is actually working against you? What if it's quietly fueling the very problem it claims to help solve? If you're over 50, you've likely noticed that it's harder to lose weight than it used to be. You eat relatively clean, you walk daily, maybe even do yoga or light workouts, and yet the stubborn belly fat lingers. You blame hormones, age, or stress. And sure, all of those play a role. But there's something else that's quietly sabotaging your progress. It sits in your pantry or fridge, disguised as a health food. It's easy to grab, marketed as wholesome, and often labeled with words like low-fat, heart-healthy, or all-natural. We're talking about granola bars and other processed snack bars. The sneaky snack that's become the number one cause of belly fat in people over 50. Let's dig into why. At first glance, a granola bar seems innocent. It often contains oats, nuts, seeds, maybe a few dried fruits. Sounds healthy, right? But the devil is in the details. Most store-bought bars are highly processed and loaded with added sugars, unhealthy oils, and artificial flavorings. Even those branded as organic or vegan often pack more sugar than a glazed donut. Worse, they're often eaten with the illusion of doing something good for your body. The issue isn't just the sugar, though that's a big part of it. The bigger problem is how these ingredients interact with your body, especially once you're past 50. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down. It means your body doesn't burn calories as quickly as it used to. Add in a decrease in muscle mass and changes in hormone levels, and suddenly, your body becomes much more efficient at storing fat, especially around the midsection. Now picture this. You grab a granola bar between meals. You think you're making a smart choice? But within minutes, your blood sugar spikes due to the concentrated sugars and refined carbs. Your body rushes to release insulin to deal with that surge. And what does insulin do? It signals your body to store fat, particularly around your abdomen. Worse still, this cycle of blood sugar spikes, followed by crashes, can lead to increased cravings and hunger later on. You're more likely to overeat at your next meal, or reach for another healthy snack that does the same thing. Over time, this pattern leads to weight gain, inflammation, and yes, that stubborn belly fat. But there's a deeper problem that people over 50 often overlook. Our bodies become more sensitive to insulin resistance as we age. That means we're less efficient at processing sugars and carbs, even from foods that didn't cause issues in our younger years. What used to be a harmless snack now becomes a slow-burning fuel for fat storage. And if you're thinking, well, I choose the low-sugar bars, there's a catch there too. Many of those bars are filled with sugar alcohols or artificial sweeteners that can disrupt your gut health. Some of them even trick your brain into thinking it's consuming sugar, causing your insulin to spike anyway. Plus, these additives often cause bloating, gas, and digestive issues, making that belly look and feel even bigger. Another issue with these bars is portion distortion. They're marketed as snacks, but many contain as many calories as a small meal. Without the satisfaction, they're engineered to be hyperpalatable, meaning they light up the reward centers in your brain, making you crave more. That's why one bar turns into two, or why you still feel unsatisfied after eating one. Let's also not ignore the marketing. The packaging uses words like whole grain, protein-packed, fiber-rich, and natural. But these terms are largely unregulated in the food industry. A granola bar only needs to contain a small amount of oats or protein to claim those benefits. The rest of the ingredients could be processed syrup, puffed rice, soy protein isolates, and seed oils that are far from whole or nourishing. So what can you do instead? The key is to simplify. When you're over 50, your body thrives on whole, unprocessed foods that are easy to digest and low in added sugars. Swap out the bars for snacks like a small handful of raw almonds, a boiled egg, a slice of avocado on a rice cake, or a piece of fruit with natural nut butter. These options give your body the nutrients it needs without spiking your blood sugar or packing on unwanted fat. Also, focus on fiber and protein-rich snacks that come from real food. Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, chia pudding, with no added sugar, or even a small homemade smoothie with greens, berries, and protein can give you lasting energy without the crash. If you're craving something sweet, try a piece of dark chocolate with a few walnuts. Or make your own snack bars at home with whole ingredients you can actually pronounce, like oats, dates, and nuts. And limit the portions to truly snack-sized. And don't forget hydration. Sometimes what we think is hunger is actually dehydration. Drink a glass of water or herbal tea before you snack. Can cut cravings dramatically. Ultimately, the battle with belly fat after 50 isn't just about eating less or moving more, it's about eating smarter. Knowing which foods support your metabolism and which ones silently work against it is half the battle. The granola bar is a perfect example of a modern food trap. It fits all the criteria of a healthy food on the surface, but delivers none of the benefits once it hits your bloodstream. It's the wolf in sheep's clothing, especially for older adults who are more vulnerable to blood sugar imbalances and slower metabolic rates. It's time to question the assumptions we've carried for years. Healthy doesn't mean packaged. Convenient doesn't mean clean. And just because something is found in the health food aisle doesn't mean it's actually good for your health. Your body changes with age. What worked in your 30s might backfire in your 50s. That includes how you snack. You don't need to give up snacks altogether. You just need to choose ones that support your body's needs instead of silently working against them. So next time you're hungry between meals, skip the shiny wrapper with promises it can't keep. Go for something real. Something whole. Something your body can recognize and use for fuel, not fat. Because when it comes to belly fat after 50, small changes can make a big difference. And sometimes the biggest transformation starts by letting go of something you thought was helping, when it was actually holding you back all along. If this video opened your eyes, you're not alone. So many of us have been reaching for that healthy snack thinking we're doing the right thing, when in reality, it's quietly working against our goals, especially after 50. It's frustrating, even unfair, but the good news is now you know the truth. Knowledge is power, and today you took a step toward reclaiming control over your health. The next time you feel like grabbing a snack, you'll think twice. We'll choose something real, something your body actually needs. And over time, those small shifts will begin to show. Not just in your waistline, but in your energy, your mood, and how you feel in your own skin. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe for more eye-opening health tips designed for your life after 50. And hey, share this with someone who might still be falling for the granola bar trap. You could change their health journey too. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. And remember, better choices start with better understanding. See you in the next video.